Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa. I'm a Seattle-based flight attendant, and I love taking you guys along my journey with me. I am starting a back-to-back 2-day trip and then a 3-day trip right after that. I have a line this month, which was short-lived because I go back on reserve next month, but this is my first trip back to work since I've been living in Austin. So I've had the last 10 days off and I've used it to move to Austin, get situated for the last few days, and now it's time to head out to work. It is 4:15 a.m. My boyfriend is going to take me to the airport this morning. He's so kind to drop me off because we're sharing a vehicle. And I am just heading to commute to work to make sure that I can get to work before the start of my trip. So I have quite a bit of time just because of the time difference and how early I'm leaving this morning. I'll have like 4 hours until my actual report time at work, hopefully. So I'm just getting ready now, making sure I have everything packed for the next 5 days because I won't be home until then. Made it through security and I went to the bathroom and just changed. My flight is delayed for another hour or so. So I've got quite a bit of time. It's 5:22 and my flight leaves at 6:55 right now. I still have plenty of time. This is exactly why I wanted to leave so early this morning, so that if anything like this happened, I still have like 4 hours until I have to be at work. So found a little corner in the airport. I brought a blanket with me. I brought in a whole extra bag, which is like I try to just have 3, but I brought 4 because I'm gonna be gone for the next 5 days. So I have 5 days worth of stuff here, clothes and food and all the things. So I did bring a blanket because I knew that I was gonna be maybe sleeping a little bit more, and I don't know where I'm gonna be sleeping tomorrow night. I still need to figure that out. So I'm just gonna cruise right now and maybe read a book or something, find some water, and then we're gonna go from there. Our plane has been delayed for the last hour or so we've just been hanging out, but I'm gonna go head out to my plane. It just got here and I'm gonna work in the front today. Ready to crawl in bed. Good night. Good morning, friends. We are in Idaho Falls. It is time to go get some breakfast. Hello, my friends. We ate some breakfast. I got to call Damon and check in with him. He is off today, and it's so funny because when he lived on Maui, he was 3 hours behind me normally, and then when I come to places like Idaho Falls, we'd be 4 hours difference. But now that he's in Austin, he's an hour ahead of me, which is so fun. So when I wake up, like before, I would have to wait like 3 hours for him to be awake. Like I would be heading out to work already for our first flight of the day when he was like just waking up. But now he was already up and about. We got to eat breakfast together and just hang out for a little bit before he went and did some work, and I am gonna go on a little walk. So the last time that I was in Idaho Falls, I think I vlogged when I was here, but I did not even leave my hotel at all. And I remember someone commented and was like, I want to see Idaho Falls, like what it looks like. Can you like show us next time? So there is a farmer's market apparently. That's what the front desk person said last night when we got in. So I'm gonna go ask and see how far it is. They do have bikes for us to rent, but I don't know if I have enough time to like, if it's like that much of a commitment. But it does look like there's like a river walk about 5 minutes away. So I'm definitely gonna go walk there. We are kind of in an area where it's just a bunch of hotels around, so there's nothing like fun to go do in the area other than just get outside. So it's pretty good weather. I think it's like mid 60s, maybe high 60s, and the sun's out. So I'm definitely gonna go for a walk right now, move my body, and then I'll come back and go to the gym as well. But we're gonna go see. I'm not sure if we're gonna go to the farmer's market, so I'll keep you guys posted, but let's go. I'm just gonna warm up and stretch. My body's super sore before I go for my walk, and then I will also come back and do a workout after. Thank you so much.
We must do something that I didn't do.
It is so cool over here, you guys. I stumbled across a farmer's market and it is so much fun over here. I'm having such a great morning. I love it. The sun is out. It's a beautiful time. Everybody's out and about. I got some strawberry lemonade. It's so cool. All right, that was so lovely. I just did a nice little 2-mile walk around the river, and it's so beautiful out. It's like 72 right now and sunny, but I'm gonna head back to the hotel. I still need to get a workout in. I've got like 2.5 hours until my van pickup, so I'm gonna go knock out a leg day workout, and then we're gonna shower and make some lunch and just kind of chill and hang out until our van pickup time. Beautiful friends, I am all showered, dressed, ready to go, makeup and hair done. We've got to be downstairs in 15 minutes, so I'll probably get my shoes on, and then I've already packed my bags and everything. I do need to grab my ice packs from the front desk, and then I'm just gonna head downstairs and be ready to go. I might go stand outside and get a little bit more sunshine because we're pretty much back to back today. So we have 3 flights. We go from here back to Seattle, and then we do a Kalispell turn, and then I'm done with this trip. It was just a little 2-day trip. However, I start another 3-day trip with a whole new crew tomorrow afternoon. So now that I'm commuting, this is part of the game. I did get a hotel for tonight. I'll just hang out there. I do have my car in Seattle still, and I did that on purpose so that I wouldn't feel stuck anywhere or just have to be in the airport all day. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning, but I think I'll close out the vlog and then I might vlog that trip. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, 3 flights today. We're back to back. We're supposed to keep the plane all day. I think I'm gonna be in the back today because I was in front all day yesterday. I'm kind of excited for the break. I love working up front because I like greeting everybody and getting to see all of the passengers that come on the plane. When you're in the back, you don't necessarily see everyone as much. You just serve them drinks and you kind of are just hanging out in the back. You don't get to see anybody in first class really. And so I do enjoy working in the front. Yesterday, I don't think I told you guys, but yesterday was really, really crazy. It started with my commute being delayed in the morning. So I woke up at 3:50 a.m. Texas time and then got to the airport by like 4:30, 4:45, somewhere in there. And my flight was delayed like over an hour and a half. And so I'm like, oh, I really could have just slept in and had so much extra time, but that's okay. It was nice to not be stressed, but I was at the airport for quite some time. And then when I got to Seattle, our flights were delayed all day yesterday. So yesterday was just like a day of delays for everyone. Like I talked to multiple crews that we saw in the airport. We were all just sitting around all of our planes and we were like plane swapping and all of us were delayed. The weather was super, super nasty in Seattle. It was like 60s, maybe, I think low or high 50s, maybe like 57, and just rain and huge gusts of wind. And so it was super turbulent, really bumpy. So I stayed seated for the first 3 flights yesterday and they were all short, but it's just kind of boring to sit there in the chair and just kind of like look out the window. Like we can read books once we're up at cruise altitude, but that's the only time because we obviously have to be paying attention and be alert and aware for our job. So it can kind of get boring, and it was just a really long day. We did get to do service, a really quick service because it was bumpy the first half of our flight from Seattle to Idaho Falls last night. But me and my other flight attendant were like, okay, we need to bust out of service so that we can get up and move around because otherwise we get sleepy in the jump seats, and there's no sleeping allowed obviously on the job. So yeah, it was just a long day, and by the time we got here it was like a little after 12 a.m. I think I went to bed at like 1 a.m. So that's an hour behind Texas time. So I was literally almost up for 24 hours and it was just a really, really long day. So that's something that I'm gonna have to adjust and plan accordingly. I'm so happy living in Austin, but it's just, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more preparation than what I did. So I don't think I got to share that with you guys, and I wanted to share that bit of like how I'm feeling. Yesterday was a little chaotic and crazy, and I was super tired by the time I got to my hotel, but I'm really happy to be in Austin with my man, and I love my job, so I have to just make it work somehow. So that's a journey that we're gonna go on together, me and you, and I'll just keep documenting it and hopefully learn from my mistakes. If you have commuted for work before, if you're a flight attendant or you've commuted at all and you have any tips and tricks, please let me know. I definitely am trying to save money by like not getting hotels all the time, and I think I'll have to get a crash pad for next month just because I go back on reserve, but I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna wrap up here and get ready to go downstairs for our flying today. We made it to the plane. I'm working in the back today. We're headed back to Seattle. It's an hour and 19 minutes. It's gonna be a little bit bumpy. It's still super windy here and gonna be a little stormy in Seattle. So I think we're gonna stay seated, but hopefully get up and do some service once we're at cruise, but we'll see what happens.
joined us today on our flight to Seattle, proudly operated by Horizon Air. Thank you for being mindful of others while finding your seat. We do have a full flight today, so please place any smaller items, such as backpacks, purses, or jackets underneath that seat in front of you. Stow your larger roller bags and duffel bags overhead. Thank you.